This is a presentation by Nicholas Spiller for MIS 670. In this presentation, I will be talking about tweets about the coronavirus and seeing about some data analysis that we can do to further and further get information about how people are feeling about the coronavirus on the internet, specifically from their tweets. So right now we're living in unprecedented times, and the only way for businesses or for the government to get information about the coronavirus is through social media. So right now, in this project, we have done some analysis to be able to figure out ways of analyzing what people are saying on Twitter. This will help us because it'll help businesses grow because they will be able to know what their customers want and how they can meet their needs. And it also will help the government to be able to figure out exactly what people are wanting or how they can fix different issues with the coronavirus. Since it's such a prevalent issue in our today, we can I can confidently say that the government and businesses really need to get a better feel for what the general public is, how they're feeling. So they need to be able to find this out, and the only way to do that is through social media, and one of the best ways is through Twitter analysis. So at the beginning, I used Spider to collect data from Twitter and get tweets that had to do with Corona. So some of the descriptive analytics that we did a word frequency to start. As you can obviously tell, Corona and virus are the top two words that are used in these tweets. But other than that, you could see things like online or death that are being tweeted with the coronavirus. You can see these are the issues that people are worried about. You can also see lots of other languages that are being used with the coronavirus, as it is a worldwide pandemic, a worldwide issue that the entire world needs to be worried about. So, I visualized the data of the words that are being used. Obviously, you can tell that corona is the main word that people are tweeting out, as compared to things like online, Tendo, aula, other words that are being tweeted out. Those corona is the main thing, so we need to do other analysis to figure out exactly what people are tweeting. Here we can see some different hashtags that people are using. Obviously, we got coronavirus, corona, COVID-19. We have no exams. We can see that it's affecting schooling. We can also see other different countries that are being affected, like Deutschland or Turkey. Here's the visualization of those results. And this just reiterates what I just said. This is just information that can help businesses and the government. Then we went on to our content analytics. The first thing I did was I set up a sentiment analysis, and I used a Vader sentiment analysis, and with this analysis I was able to see the overall sentiment about the coronavirus with tweets about the coronavirus. It seemed that, for the most part, most tweets were neutral, but the next up was negative, so I would say the tweets about the coronavirus are very neutral, but they are swinging on the negative side. So then we did some topic modelings to separate our topics that people were tweeting about, so we knew exactly what topics people were talking about. So we have 15,558 dictionary words. Then we have 685 corpus. And then there's then we have over 15,000 unique tokens, and we have 685 documents that we have for analysis. Then you can't see down here in the plot, but from this data we have built a NumPy LDA model, which will allow us to separate all of our data into different topics. Then here you can see all the different topics of the data that we've collected, and these topics are now into word clouds. So topic 0 seems like it is centered around a poll, so people talking about a poll, and then masks, or we could talk about people trying to go to URLs or images. We've got here a bunch of Spanish words, so a lot of Spanish speakers talking there. And then we also have one down here, we have amplify, so people are trying to amplify their results, or trying to amplify the research on coronavirus. Next, we did a text classification. This was so that we can differentiate tweets about coronavirus versus the flu. So here I collected data using the keyword flu on the Spyder client for Python. And then I was able to use a label for 0 for the flu and then 1 for the coronavirus. And then I combined those two together using the append method for data frames. Then I used I used 3 different text classification methods, tested them, pipelines, and here's the naive Bayes one. It's got a 0.91 score. Then the KNN K-neighbors method, which has a 0.65, and then the SVM support vector machine, which had a 0.918. It's slightly better than the naive Bayes, so we used support vector machine to test the best model. And then I basically took 2 tweets from Google that were about the flu and about coronavirus. So this first one, it is about the coronavirus, and it correctly was able to detect it as 1, which is for the coronavirus. And then the second one was about the flu, as you can see right here, and it was able to detect that it was about the flu. Next, we did some network analytics. We were able to collect our data with the text and then different users that were tweeting these texts. Then I made a mentions network, which actually you can't see currently, but let me pull it up here. Alright, here's the mentions network. It's a very small network because there's not a lot of people actually tweeting about and mentioning people in those tweets about the coronavirus. But there are a lot of people tweeting with a hashtag. And then you also can't see that one, I guess. Let me scroll down for the hashtag network. This one's very popular. Coronavirus, COVID-19. Question of the day is actually a big one. But you can see a lot of hashtags are being used when they tweet about the coronavirus. And up last is our storytelling. In the end, we've been able to figure out what people are tweeting about for the coronavirus. We've developed a text classification model, a topic model, and a co-hashtag and mentions network. We've also developed frequency analyses, and we are able to figure out ways that we can further our analysis for the coronavirus. Thank you for listening.